Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, August 16th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of SPY IWMN triple Qs. And a little action this morning, finally. I put these smaller so we can see what's transpiring here. So here you can see triple Qs, which have been in balance, now taken out or attempting to take out. They're right at Friday's low. See if they stay inside of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day balance. They were one time framing up. Well, only one day. So this is still balance. We'll see if they come out of it. Don't forget, last week they had a lot of different things. They had 2 double distribution days to the downside, and then they had an upside double distribution day on the 12th. Well, they're trying to take out Friday's low and get into Thursday's double distribution day. Russell, a little different. Russell attempting to come out of a 3-day balance to the downside, right? So balance rules and gap rules will possibly apply in the Russell if they gap below the 11th low. Keep that in mind. As far as SPY and ES, right? We have to take baby steps. All 3 time frames are up. Well, if we take out Friday's low, job number 1 by the sellers is to bring the daily into balance. They would be doing that. Then and only then can you even think about going for some weekly lows, which is last week's low of 441.31. Right now, we're attempting to gap low. Volume not that heavy though. There's still 75 minutes to go, but right now the volume's only 350,000. It's not like there's very heavy volume. Remember, we had a 12-wide POC on Friday, which right now would be an upside destination. It was going to be a downside. Price probe is failing. They now have an all-time high in the pre-market of 446.27 in SPY. I'm not sure how accurate that is. It's about 32 cents higher than Friday's overnight high, but I'll probably use it because if we were to get back up there, I would imagine we'd get that 446.27 level at some point. Also, don't forget, SPY on Thursday had 4 sets of single prints. ES only had the 1 in K. SPY had 3 little ones besides that. Well, right now, they're trying to trade down into those levels. So again, you might have gap rules apply. You're also going to have the single prints from the 12th to deal with. As far as destinations, right now, on the upside, if we gap lower, we will use Friday's low of 445.07 as our first upside destination. Then we would use 445.54, the 12 wide. 445, again, there's different highs here on all these different platforms. 445.94 you can use for the regular trade now is weekly high, don't forget. And then I would use 446.27 as my all-time high in the pre-market. For the downside, again, we have 75 minutes. If we do not gap lower, then we use Friday's low of 445.07. Then below that, we have the 3 sets of single prints, 444.74 to 44, 444.53 to 50. And again, we're below those right now. 444.11, we're above that penny one, and then 443.87. And then below that, we have our overnight low of 443.78. So if my overnight low is literally 9 cents below the 4 sets of single prints. Pretty mechanical, right? And then 442.66 daily low, 442.62 daily low, 441.88 daily low, and 441.31 weekly low. And then we still have the price probe at 441.14 from August 5th. So game plan early for this morning. Well, again, it depends. If we're going to be gapping into where my single prints are, want to see what's going to transpire there. If the gap is $1 or less, I will take a put play. I would definitely take a put play. Right now, the gap is just under $1. So if we were to push up a little bit and get the gap to 40, 50 cents, I'd definitely take a put play against Friday's low. If the gap fills, I wouldn't get out of it right away, but any acceptance into Friday's range, you got to get out because that 12-wide POC will become a magnet. So that's one put play. As far as a call play, I don't know how much I'd want to lean on those single prints that are only 1 or 2 penny wide. We only have 1 cent single prints twice in SPY, so that's not a lot to lean on. I'd rather lean, obviously, on a much more visual point if we ever got down to the weekly low, which we're still $3 away from. So we'll see if the market picks up any sellers to wipe out these single prints from the 12th. And then on the chart, so here's a couple things to keep in mind. We usually go top down. Today I'm going to go from the lowest to the biggest time frame because I think it's important. So here's your daily. We're finally going to come into balance if we take out Friday's low. It will be a 3-day balance. It would be Friday's low, Thursday's low as of right now, and today's low, right? Whatever it is. If you take out Thursday's low, then you start encompassing a bigger balance. But for now, baby steps, we'll use Thursday's low. So a 3-day balance. Only then can you start thinking about last week's low, which is 441.31. That would be the intermediate time frame that would come into balance if you're able to take it out. Now, if you're able to take that out, there's not much down to the next two lows, which are very close to each other within 12 cents. And then, and only then, if we start taking out weekly lows, can we even think about a monthly low. Last month's low is still $421.97. We're still $22 away from it. I'm not expecting that to just go get taken out rather easily. But we'll see if we make lower lows this month at some point. Right now, a low for the month is 436.10. We have 2 weeks to go. There's a lot happening. You have the Fed minutes this week. You have Jackson Hole the end of this month. You have the Fed next month. So hopefully we are going to start picking up some volatility. Last week's volume was the lightest weekly volume in 5 years, not counting a holiday week. We were talking about that on Friday. Is higher prices just continually choking off volume? We knew the answer was yes. I didn't realize that was the lightest volume we've had in that long. Now, I was also corrected. We took out the IB Friday in like the last second of the day. So that didn't hold that stat. But still, 2 out of the 6 days and almost 3 out of the 6 days, whereas it's rare to begin with overall. Wide POCs, all these little nuances we've been talking about, things we can't ignore. Is this just a healthy flush to shake out some week longs? Possibly. We'll see if it becomes something more. But for now, that's all I am looking for. Good luck trading today. Have a great day. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.